Okay, you and I need to have a little talk. Okay. You need to stop putting negative things on social media. You gotta stop. First off, if you're going through something difficult or something hard, you don't need to let the world know that. The rest of the world, for the most part, doesn't care. And those that do see you put up negative stuff, generally they look at it and they either laugh at your misfortune or they think, why would that guy even do that? Now, I'm not talking about the situation where something truly bad happens. Your wife goes in the hospital, you have a parent that dies or a sister that dies or something. Putting up a little something respectful is great. I'm talking about those guys that put up something every week or so about, oh, this person is treating me horribly, or this happened to me, and just coming at just their social media is just a barrage of this whole victim mentality. Just a couple days ago, this guy on my wife's social media, he was putting up about how he gave food to people and they didn't return the favor, and they're just horrible people, and he didn't care what if anybody knew that he was talking about them, and just going on and just this kind of stuff. You don't put this up on social media. All you become is a show for the people around you. They just look at you like, oh, look at that drama. I'm glad I'm not going through that. Nobody looks at that stuff and respects you for it. In fact, they disrespect you for it. They look at you putting that stuff up and they think, what the hell is wrong with this guy? And they give a chuckle over you. That's what they're doing. When you put all that negative stuff up on social media, people are laughing at you. And people are laughing at you because, I'm going to be a little bit brutally honest with you here, you kind of deserve to be laughed at for doing that. You're putting all that negative stuff out there, letting everybody know your business. Well, don't be surprised when people laugh at it when you're telling them about it all. Don't be surprised that people are looking at it and going, what's this guy's problem? Is there something wrong with his head? People don't look at that and think well of you. They are not going to take your side. There's nobody taking your side. There's nobody looking at that and going, oh, this is a look at what happened to this poor guy. When you're putting up this negative stuff over and over and over again, people look at you and they just realize that you're somebody that brings a whole bunch of negative stuff into your own world. They're not going to respect you for that. Like I said, they're going to laugh at you. And the only people who are going to comment on it and engage in it and be like, oh, poor you. Well, that's just somebody else who's playing the victim on their own stuff. That's just somebody else who's going to be, they're a victim looking for another victim to commiserate with, somebody to hang out in the gutter with. That's the only kind of people that are going to comment on that stuff in your favor. And is that really in your favor? Good, you got somebody to sit in the gutter with and do some drinking? To talk about your woes? Like, if that's the kind of life you want to have, you just, first off, you keep that shit away from me. I don't need people like that in my life. And if you are in my life and you're like that, I'm going to separate myself from you pretty quick, because I got no respect for that. Another one, this one blows me away. If your relationship status on Facebook says you're in a complicated relationship, what are you doing? You're either in a relationship or you're not. You're in a relationship working towards making a good relationship, or you're not in that relationship. If you're in a complicated relationship, two things. You're weak. If you're allowing yourself to stay in a situation, in a relationship, where you feel the need to put up on Facebook that it's complicated, you're weak. You either need to fix it or get out of it. Those are the responsible choices in that situation. Okay? Second, why do you want to share that with other people? In what world does that make any sense at all? That's something that people who don't even know you, people from the next city who ran into you once, that's information that they deserve to have? You keep your shit private. That is not stuff that you share that with your friends, sure, your loved ones, people close to you. Yeah, everybody goes through that stuff. But sharing that on Facebook for everybody to see, that is weak and that is bullshit. You need to get control of your game. You need to get yourself in line. If you can't take care of these situations, then get out of them. All right? And let me let you in on an absolute secret. The people that you do want to be around, the people who are going to help you build yourself better, the people who are going to help pull you up when you need it, when they see you doing that stuff, they don't want to be around you. You're not their people. If all you do is bring me down, you don't get to be around me. If you're down and you want help coming up and you're willing to work on it positively and change your life in a positive way, 100% hop on board. I'll help you out. But if all you want is somebody to complain to, I'm not that guy. Take it somewhere else. Okay? Nobody wants to hear this shit. You keep all your negative stuff off social media. You get into fights with people on social media, that's another thing. You're getting into a fight with somebody on social media. Well, who's stupid there? You're wasting your time fighting with some guy who doesn't care about your opinion at all. That's what most social media fights are. It's a lame game that a couple people play to waste some time. Or that somebody's playing on you to waste your time specifically. As a joke. If you're engaging in that, that's also weak. Get out of that. I often hear people talk about how social media is toxic, or there's just nothing but hate on there, and everybody fighting with each other, and there's a bunch. It's just a bunch of OnlyFans girls and a bunch of guys creating havoc and a whole bunch of just dumb stuff. Well, I'm going to let you in on another little secret here, and this one might hurt you a little bit, but the algorithm's showing you what you show it you want to see. If you're showing it you want to see that stuff, that's what it's going to show you. So it's not showing you that stuff because it wants you to see that stuff. It's showing you that stuff because the algorithm says that that is what's going to keep you online the longest. So I hate to say this, brother, it's on you. You did that to yourself. You went looking for that kind of stuff, and now it's all you see. I go on my social media, and you know what I see? Motivational quotes, workout videos. That's it. My social media is one of the most positive things you could ever look at because it's all motivation and gym stuff. My social media is not toxic. I spend as little amount of time on there as possible, and I don't make that a huge amount of my day, but when I do go on there either to do some work, because I obviously need to work on social media with what I do here, or if I go on there to do some research or look up some things, that's all I see. I see some motivational, I see some stuff that gets me going, makes me feel good about myself. That's all I see on social media. Because that's what I tell the algorithm I want to see. So if you're seeing something different, you did that. You did that. If you're putting a bunch of negative stuff out there and you're wondering why you're not getting anywhere in your life, you did that. You did it. The universe will give you what you concentrate on. If you're concentrating on nothing but negative stuff, that's all you're gonna get. You need to switch your shit around, okay? You need to start working on making yourself better. You don't have to do it all at once. Pick something small and just start working on it. Stop putting shit like this up on social media. Nobody wants to see it. It's not helping anybody. In fact, it's making people think you're a loser. I hate to have to tell you that in straight up terms, but that's how it is. People see you putting that stuff up and they think, oh my God, what a loser. Stop doing it. And that goes away. That's an easy fix. Just stop engaging in that. Stop with the victim mentality. Stop looking for somebody, stop looking for a shoulder to cry on and start pulling yourself up. The sad state of affairs in this world is there's nobody coming to do it for you. You need to do it yourself. You got to pick yourself up. You will find people who will help you along the way, but you got to start. You got to pick yourself up and you got to take yourself up that first little bit before anybody's even going to think about helping you. Because it's a waste of time to help people until they show that they want it. It just is. So you got to pick yourself up. You got to do that work yourself. That's on you. Everything is on you. So you got a choice. You either make excuses or you make a better life. That's it. One day or day one, you pick. All right, so get your ass up. Pick yourself up. Start doing something positive. Make small changes to start if you need to. Make the steps that you can make. You don't have to move the whole mountain all at once. You can just move a couple rocks and eventually it'll become the mountain. Start with those small steps. Pick something about yourself, work on it. Pick something about yourself, work on it. And every time you get there and every time you get it done, don't stop. Pick the next thing. Build the next thing. Before you know it, you'll have done so much and you'll be so much further ahead, and you'll be in a situation where you're really ready to become something, to make something of yourself. Right? You got to work on that. You got to pick yourself up. Start doing that. Start being positive. In the end, you got a choice. I always say that we're here to be role models. Well, let me tell you, brother, you're either going to be a role model or a bad example. And that's the choice you got to make. All right? So you got to start building yourself. All right? We're all here to build each other up. We're not here to step on each other on the way up. We're here to help each other up as we can. You got to prove you're ready for it, though, before anybody's going to help you up. So you got to start yourself. You do that, you show other people that you can become that, people will start respecting you. Your life will get so much better. You put positivity out into the world and you'll get nothing but positivity back. Trust me, that's how it works. If you become somebody who will never quit, you will succeed. That is absolutely how it works. There is nobody in the world that wants to stand up against somebody who refuses to back down. Become that person. Take those small steps to get that started. Once you get that done, hey, you get on a higher level and you start helping other people do it. You start showing other people a better way. We build a better life for ourselves, our friends, our loved ones. We become role models for our children and those around us. And before you know it, all of society is better. It all adds up. Every last little bit of it. You just got to start doing your part. All right. If you'd like to help the channel out, then please like, share, comment, follow, pass this video around. Make sure as many people see it as possible. Everything that you do helps out with the algorithm, helps get us out to more people. If you feel like what I'm doing has some merit and some worth and you want to help out financially, then please feel free to go over to Patreon and become a patron. Only do that if you can afford it. If you can't afford it, if it's going to hurt you to throw money my way, then please do not send it. I don't need it that badly. I don't want to take it from the mouths of people. You only do it if you feel like you can do it and you feel like I deserve it. Then in that case, I would welcome the help, and it would help us build this up and make it bigger and make better videos, more videos, do more things, and just increase our reach altogether. And if you can help us out with that, we'd appreciate it. Until we get there, though, take care of each other. Help each other up. Be there for each other. We're all in this together. Let's all help each other through. Pick up the pen, write your own story, make yourself the hero of that story. All right? I love you guys.